Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
18, pioneer.
From the 36, Smith. This one to the former Bronco. It's Noah Fant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Geno now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 14 yards that time for number 14. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Williams running left. Oh, he's got some. There he goes, left side. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Broncos score. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Got his man, it's Dulcich. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. These fans here in Seattle getting the chance to see Russell Wilson play his first game for a franchise other than theirs. In Russell's 10 seasons in a Seahawk uniform, he went 104, 53-1 in the regular season. Threw for over 37,000 yards, almost 300 touchdowns. A Pro Bowler 9 of his 10 seasons with the Seahawks. And, of course, led them to victory over, ironically, the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 48. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Patrick.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out route complete to Dulcich. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
After the interception, here's Smith. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
19 tight, 19 tight. Pat the street, pat the street.
The final shot here before break. Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, here's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Walker's somebody who just impresses you every time he steps on the field. He's a guy who was the Walter Camp and Doak Walker Award winner's final collegiate season behind a 1,600-yard campaign. 300 carries or more, that would be unexpected in his first season in the NFL.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Let's go. Three. That's all 80.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
Ready? Hey, smash Broncos! Cowboy 80! Check mash! 1918!
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down.
Here we go! 79 Broncos! Warriors 70! 7 Pirates! Ready?
Here we go on fourth. Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Well, getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
To throw is Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's got room. And they work this out past the 25. 167 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They go play action now. Wilson. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Here's Wilson to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
They'll run up the middle with Cohen. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8. And this is a guy who's going to get some carries going forward. Picked up as a free agent just this past week.
How about fresh legs, right? We always talk about bringing a guy in, provides that spark and maybe a little bit of extra energy.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Now Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers. Back to 60.
Throwing now is Geno. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Alex Singleton.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
On the ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
18, Pioneer.
Smith now to throw. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Trap 60, trap 60. Panther Street, Panther Street.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Piñeiro now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Right there, right there.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now Locke, gotta have this one. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man, complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Well, partner,